Minutes more. Hi, good afternoon. So there, we are live now. Thank you, Vibal, for inviting me to be one of your resource persons for your series of webinars. Thank you, Sake, my former student in National University who is with Vibal already, and he was the one who invited me to be one of the resource persons in the series of webinars given by Vibal. So, good afternoon. I'm so happy to be here. Kahit nandito lang ako sa room ko ngayon, sa bahay, because I know that we are like in a classroom, a big classroom, and it's a sort of a reunion for all my students. I have so many students watching right now, former students from De La Salle University, National University, Olivares College, and probably some former students of mine sa UP Dalaman. So hello, good afternoon, and welcome to all the teachers also and my first-time students kasi syempre lahat kayo estudyante ko ngayon. So magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. And I really hope there are parents watching also this afternoon because much of what I will be sharing are actually targeted to parents and of course teachers also. Lahat kasi partners naman tayo eh. So hello also to I know there are teachers tuning in this afternoon from Siargao. Hello, Mom Jade. Good afternoon. And my students who are teachers already, Renz, who else are tuned in? I think Hannah, Jethro. So yan, ang dami ko nang binati. Ano. Anyway, thank you very much. Miss Kia will be assisting me. Miss Kia is with Vibal. So I'm going to start with my talk. Let's make this a sharing. Let's do this like, discussion. Nag-uusap tayo. It's just that nasa screen tayo. You see me. I don't see you. You see, ito yung mahirap na part, no? I don't see you. I'll just make my, imagination soar high and titingnan ko na lang na kunwari nandyan kayo. Pero talaga namang nandyan kayo. It's just that I don't see you. Teacher Claudette won't use PowerPoint. However, I have my visuals with me. So if I do that, can you see it? Yan. So to my audience, pagka finlash na to ni Teacher Claude, you do a screenshot right away, okay? So this is my topic. Ayan, lalagay ko sa screen. Modular distance learning, a key in developing learners' autonomy. This was not my original topic, but the topic that I chose, sabi ni Miss Kia, somebody chose that already. Dalawa na lang yung natitira and I chose this. I really would like to share on this topic because it says here, the distance learning that we're going to do now through modules, it's a key in developing learners' autonomy. Well, auto, as you all know, is self. So if we are targeting to develop our students, the autonomy of our students, it means na we envision them to be self-propelling, to be independent. But it doesn't mean na pabayaan na lang natin sila. Okay? The parents who are watching right now, it doesn't mean that if we want to develop their autonomy, we won't do anything. Ilalagay na lang natin sila sa harap ng screen. No? Provide them with a gadget, provide them with a strong Wi-Fi connection, and that's it. No. Now, more than ever, parents or families are partners of schools. Parents and families are partners of teachers. Wala tayong competition dito. Okay? So, I will stress on that later, the partnership between school and home, between teachers and parents or families. Mas maganda pag families kasi hindi lang naman parents, it's all the people in the household na kasama ng student. Kasama dito sa ating journey ng modular distance learning. All right. So before that, I would like you to read this. So my topic will be talking about developing responsibility, knowing about the interest of each learner, and developing initiative. Okay? Yung hindi na sila kailangan, itulak para mag-aral. Of course, hindi to overnight. All right? But these are the three things that we would like to nurture in our learners for them to be self-propelling, for them to be independent later on. But again, I would have to say, this won't take place overnight. There is no magic here. Okay? And, I would always say this during seminars. Teachers are not magicians. So, alam niyo yung isang namimiss ko when I give seminars, I can see you and I can hear you. I bet, nung sinabi kong teachers are not magicians, siguro maraming sa mga nanonood ngayon nagsabi na, yes, Teacher Claude, akala nila magicians tayo. Okay, we are not. We are teachers. All right? And they are learners. And this is, itong ginagawa natin to, alam nyo ba? Kaya sinabi ko, hindi to pwedeng overnight. We're now doing modular distance learning. Some schools are doing distance education or online classes. Some families opted for homeschooling in partnership with schools that are homeschool providers. Kahit anong paraan pa man yan. Okay? This is what is this? This is the new normal. Okay? I underlined the word new. Wala. Nobody is an expert. Not because Vibal chose me to be one of the resource persons this afternoon. Alam ko na yung gagawin. No. Nobody is an expert here. This is the new normal. Lahat tayo bago dito, no? So, is this challenging what we're doing now? Okay. Here is Teacher Claude showing you the visual aids. I'm facing my phone, the screen of my phone, not seeing you. Well, I know that Miss Kia is there. She will be assisting me. But I don't even see Miss Kia. I just see her picture. Ang hirap pa. This is new. This is something that's challenging. Okay? Is it hard? Yes. When will school open? August daw, ano? I think DepEd announced that for public schools, it's going to be somewhere middle or last week of August. With private schools, there are varied dates. So I'm not really sure. But the thing is, pupunta tayo sa battlefield ng lahat tayo bago. That's why we are being trained now. I'm your speaker this afternoon, but I also attend many webinars because I want to learn. And as I would always tell my students who are future teachers, learning never stops. Huwag tayong we don't sit on our laurels na, okay na, graduate na ako, alam ko na yan, tapos na ako sa master, sa PhD, etc. No. Learning never stops. So ito tayo ngayon. Talagang, siguro, some of us napilitan talagang lalong matuto because of this quarantine, because of this pandemic. We really don't know how long will this last. Walang makakapagsabi. So yeah, it's challenging. It's hard. Alam nyo, mahirap kaya kaharap ang isang phone. Nang hindi ko kayo nakikita, mas maganda talaga na kaharap ko yung mga students ko. I wonder with the teachers now, the teachers who will be, because there are different approaches right now, those who will be doing modules for their students, wow, that's really challenging. I remember so many years ago, siguro mga 22 years ago, when I was still teaching in UP Diliman, I was part of a team who was trained for distance education. Yung magsa-start pa lang noon ng Open University ng UP. And we were not even talking about making mga modules, PowerPoint, etc. It was really like a correspondence type. Na tinuruan kami how to write down our thoughts, how to write down. It's as if we are talking or conversing with our students or student one-on-one. Tapos, pero nakaano yun, written form. Kasi correspondence siya, mail, through snail mail, back and forth, back and forth. Akalain nyo, 22, 23 years ago yun. And so now we are here, online, buti na lang. Talagang essential need na natin ngayon, yung Wi-Fi connection. If not, we won't be doing this online thing this afternoon. So here we are, tataas ko ulit ha. This is going to be a long journey. Okay? I'm really happy to find out na marami sa aking mga former students ang naka-register dito sa series of webinars. Pardon me if I am from time to time fanning myself. It's really warm here. I can't make the fan face me because you will hear it. Okay? It's going to be noisy. Sabi ng daughter ko, Mama, they will also hear you fanning yourself. It's okay. From time to time lang naman. Okay? Mainit talaga. Matutunaw si Teacher Claude. Just kidding. Okay. So, anyway, you have to prepare yourself. It's going to be a long journey. So sinabi ko, natutuwa ako na even before I saw the poster of Ibal, some of my students already tagged me. Sabi nila, Teacher Claude, you will be the speaker tomorrow. Kasi pala, they have been attending the series of webinars of Vibal. Kailan to nag-start? Na siguro matagal na, no? And they have been attending this. Kaya una nilang nakita yung poster. Pardon me, I'm wiping my face. Okay. So, So as part of your journey, this afternoon, ayan ulit yung journey. All right, let's do this. How are we going to help our learners? Both teachers, you are listening right now, and there are also parents listening right now. How are we going to help them? How are we going to ride with them in this journey? Ito nga yung pag-uusapan natin ngayong hapon. Okay? First of all, I would like to remind everyone, okay, while I'm wiping my face, take a screenshot of this. What does it say? It says Homeschool Partnership. Okay? Let me pause for a while and I would like you to absorb that. Homeschool Partnership. Nung wala pa yung pandemic, okay, nung wala pa yung quarantine, I would give a parenting seminars usually, beginning of the school year. I still do it now. Many schools, since a month and a half ago, many schools have been asking me to do webinars for them to educate the parents with what is going on right now. They cannot be in school. Their children cannot be in school physically. So kailangan ni orient. No? It's like re-educating, it's educating the parents. And parents should not, take this personally. But actually, dapat thankful tayo, dear parents. So kahit ako as a parent. Because for the sake of our children, for the best interest of our kids, gusto nating matuto, right? So again, going back to this homeschool partnership, we are partners. I'm now talking to both teachers and parents. Walang ano dito this is not a contest, hindi ito competition. Why do I have to share this with you? Because even before the quarantine or the pandemic, ito yung lagi kong sinishare sa seminar. There are some teachers, siguro I'll include myself, especially when I was younger, no? Nakikita ko kasi when I teach young children, by the way, I'm an early childhood educator. Sobrang iniidolo nila ang kanilang mga guro that everything we say, everything we do, no, ginagaya nila, sinusunod nila. Meron pa nga akong isang classic na kwento dyan na dahil sinusunod ng mga bata ang sinasabi ng teacher, one time, sabi ng isang daddy, pagpasok niya sa classroom, binulungan niya ako, sabi niya, Teacher Claude, pwede mong sabihin sa anak ko mamaya na magpagupit siya. So, hindi ko sinabing magpagupit. Ang sinabi ko lang dun sa student ko, I'm sure binata na siya ngayon. No? Hindi ko babanggitin, of course, ang pangalan. Ang sabi ko lang sa kanya na, alam mo, ang ganda ng mata mo, ano? Pogi-pogi mo, pero hindi ko nakikita. Kasi yung bangs niya hanggang dito na. Yun lang, wala akong sinabing magpagupit siya. That afternoon, nung dismissal time, sabi niya sa kanyang papa, daan muna tayong barbero bago umuwi. Okay? Kasi merong barbershop doon sa sa UP Shopping Center. Ayun, wala na nga ngayon yung UP Shopping Center. So, anyway, going back to the partnership, lagi nating naririnig, teachers are the second parents. Okay? So, I'm addressing this to the teachers. Teachers, we should know our place. We are the second parents, not first. Ngayon naman, sa parents naman, parents, you are the first teachers. Di ba? Nakita nyo, ang ganda, di ba? The teachers are actually the second parents. Pero pagdating naman sa bahay, the parents are the first teachers. Why am I sharing this with you? Because as a teacher of many, many years na already, okay? Maraming taon na. Ang laging sinasabi ng mga magulang, Teacher Claude, dyan na yung anak ko na-enroll ko na siya. Lalo na nung bata pa akong teacher nung bago-bago pa lang. Ikaw nang bahala sa kanya. So ang expectation ko, teacher, by March, ano na yan Dapat magaling na yan magbasa. Dapat magaling na yan sa math, add, subtract, everything. Divide, pati fraction. Dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. Ang daming dapat. Anong reaction ni Teacher Claude? being a young teacher back then and knew ang nasabi ko lang ay, opo, yes, daddy, opo, yes, mommy. And then when I enter the faculty room, sabi ko, grabe, paano ko to gagawin? No, how will I make this possible? Kasi hindi ganun yun eh. Now, I want to say something that I would always say. So, parents, this is not to hurt you, but this is true. Kasi ito rin yung nararamdaman ko bilang isang guro. The school, bayaan na muna, wag muna nating isipin yung pandemic at yung homeschooling or quarantine. The school is a school. It is not an auto mechanic shop. Ano ba yung auto mechanic shop? Parang ganito, sige, iwanan ko yung iwanan ko yung kotse ko kasi daming sira. Kailan ko balikan? O in 2 days, okay na yan ha? O, malinis na rin, ganyan-ganyan. Okay. Hindi po ba? Many times, parang ganyan. Well, you may not admit it, but that's how I feel as a teacher. Bahala ka na dyan, Teacher Claude. And many times, I get shocked when kami yung babalikan na, teacher, ba't naman ganito? Dati naman hindi siya nagsasabi ng ganyang mga words. Ngayon, kung kailan siya nag-aral, marami na siyang sinasabi na hindi kaaya-ayang words. Okay? Now, reminder, I'm not saying na walang responsibilidad ang school, no? But, dalawa yan, kaya nga partnership eh. Ilang oras sa school, ilang oras sa bahay. Okay? And now, I really, really wish, Ms. Kia, maraming nanonood na parents ngayon. Alam ko naman na sa madaming teachers who are watching right now, mga magulang din sila. No? But I really hope maraming parents na nanonood ngayon. You play a very big responsibility now. Kasi lahat ng oras, nandyan na siya ngayon. Whether your child will do a homeschooling program, an online class, or a modular program, nandyan na siya ngayon sa bahay. So ito naman yung aking sasabihin. Now, teachers, you play a very important role. Whether you will do online classes, whether you are doing modular, like itong pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, you play a very important role. Sa modular, paano yan? Make sure that whatever you put there has your personal touch. Kasi the one thing that we want to continue, kahit na hindi physically nakikita natin yung mga bata, is the connection. That is the one thing that really, really breaks my heart as a teacher. Ayan na naman, ayaw umiyak ni Teacher Claude, okay? Ang ibig ko sabihin kasi, it's so different, dear teachers. It's so different now. Ako pa naman very, very affectionate ako na teacher. No? My students know that. My students who are watching right now, they know that. Whether I face a preschooler or a college student or a graduate student, connection is so important. You connect with your students. Hindi pwedeng you just teach, you enter your room, blah, 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 kung anong nasa lesson plan, ituro, implement, tapos bigyan ng evaluation test, and then that's the end. Pag ring ng bell, syempre, nag-ring nga naman yung bell, di ba? Pag ring ng bell, kasi hodang natuto o hindi, labas na, the next day or the next week, panibagong concept, panibagong topic, kasi may schedule na hinahabol. No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. We have lost connection. We connect with our students. Okay? Those who have been my students, and those parents who are tuned in right now, but you've been hearing Teacher Claude speak in seminars, you know about, when I say deal with a whole student, you have to deal with a whole person, the whole child. It means all the domains working together. The physical domain, okay ba siya? Well-developed ba? Maliksi, masigla? Wala naman bang sakit na iniinda? How about the language domain? She understands you? Yes? Okay naman yung hearing? As teachers, we're going towards inclusion already. We have to be inclusive. Okay? So okay naman siya. Yung kanyang level of comprehension ng mga sinasabi mo, okay naman? Or baka yung teacher salita lang ng salita, hindi pala siya naunawaan ng bata. And because he did not understand what you were saying, mali yung nagawa niya. And dahil nagkamali, anong next? Alam na natin ang next scenario. Napagalitan. Have we checked on that? Kasi ganun yun, teachers eh. We have to be holistic. Now, the important domain. How about the social emotional domain? Two domains rolled into one. Social, you all know that. This is just like a review already. Social, the student in relation to other people. Student to teacher, student to classmates. Kumusta naman po yung mga students natin? Na sa palagay nyo, okay sila? Nakakakinig ng mabuti dahil wala namang iniisip na problema? Are they okay? Wala silang problema with their classmates? No bullies around? Now, I'm not talking about the present situation. I'm talking about yung pinanggagalingan natin ngayon na classroom scenario. Because I'm talking about treating the student holistically. Wala naman siyang, have we checked, wala naman siyang iniisip na personal challenges or struggles, probably back home. This cuts across levels. Kahit na preschool ang hawak nyo, grade school or probably high school, it cuts across levels when you deal with a student in a holistic manner. Okay? Rather than, bahala ka, basta nagturo ako. Tapos na yung time, tapos na rin yung pagtuturo ko. Pag mababa sa test, sige, pagalitan. Is that it? No. It does not work that way. We are teachers. So, paano natin i-convert yan ngayon when we make the module? We have to put our personal touch on the modules. This afternoon, I'm not here to talk about how to create modules, but these are advices or at least guide. Kasi being an independent learner yung aking topic. But it has something to do with that. We have to put our personal touch when we do modules. Dapat may part doon na parang conversational. Kukumustahin mo din yung learner. And I really don't know how to make this possible because, families are saying na, actually kaya nga magmo-module ang maraming mga schools because of a lack of gadgets sa mga pamilya, no? Sa mga bahay-bahay, sa households. But for me, communication is still important. Aside from module, yung talagang communication na kumustahan the teacher getting to know his or her students. Dahil ito ay journey, sabay-sabay tayong inaaral ito, I include myself. Paano natin gagawin ngayon yan? Grabe, ano? I will really, really miss the times when my little students, my preschoolers would come up to me and, would say, Teacher Claude! And gusto nila magpayakap. The preschoolers especially, they want magkandong, they sit on my lap. I can't do that now. Ayoko maiyak, okay? I can't do that now. With my students in the big school, the college students, I talk with them before our actual lesson, before and after. And if they need anything, I mean by anything, mga advices, hindi hindi naman yung need anything na, like baon or, but yeah, but when they need anything, they know where to reach me. Sa school, they know where the consultation room is. They go there. Teacher Claude, can I talk to you? Well, I can't do that now. We cannot do that now. Okay. Siguro PM. I always tell them, I'm a PM away. I'm a text away. All right? So, because of that, you have to do this. Okay? Both parents and teachers, take a screenshot, please. You have to be kind to your student, to the parents of your students. Parents, you have to be kind to the teachers making the module. You have to be kind to your child, to your children. Hindi naman nila yan makukuha right away. Okay? We have to be more understanding of each other. Parents, baka may nagkamali dun sa module na ginawa. You can say it in a nice way, no? Pwede kang mag-reach out, mag-text probably, email mo. Parang may mali po dito. Parang siguro po dito may typo or may na-miss na line. We have to be more understanding. You know, dali lang I tell that to myself also. Because many, many, many times, I lack understanding. And maraming beses siguro, parang I turn into a tiger, no? Yung ganon. But really, we have to be more understanding. And this is the time. Now more than ever, we have to be more flexible. Be flexible. Nothing is wrong. Kasi alam nyo, through the years, no, parang masyado tayong naging structured. Masyado tayong naging firm. No, hindi, I'm not saying na maging lenient, no. Being flexible, it means that you can adjust, you can be more patient. So we learn how to be flexible. Wala namang okay sa atin ngayon eh. Dear teachers and parents who are listening right now, and even myself, during this time of the pandemic, we are not okay. Wow. Nakaano na ba tayo? Almost 3 months, no? 2.5 months, almost 3 months. So when we see each other via online sa screen, nakasmile, tawanan, na-miss ang isa't isa, we do a Zoom get-togethers, but really nobody is okay. And that's why we have to do this. Sa pareho sa lahat, sa parents, sa teachers, sa mga estudyante. And tingnan niyo yung next line. Take a screenshot. This is so important. We all have to be willing to learn. There's the pandemic. Nobody can go to school. Pero may mga paraan, di ba? May mga paraan. Learning has to go on. So anong gagawin natin? Hindi kasi natin pwedeng idahilan na marami akong nababasa, marami akong napapanood. At ginagawan ngayon ng paraan. Modules for those who don't have gadgets. Ang daming nangyayari ngayon ng modules. In some private schools, we have to be willing to learn. Another thing na naririnig ko, no, sabi ng mga magulang, magulang din po ako. I have 2 kids. They're grown now. Ang bilis talaga ng panahon. Now, I'm trying to imagine, look back, paano pag nangyari itong pandemic when they were younger? Grabe, no? Kaya ni Mama Claude. My eldest is 20 years old. Kaya nga ito, ginawa ng paraan, right? Modules. Nung module naman, parang hindi namin yan kaya. Sinong magtuturo? Walang time para magturo. Nasa trabaho kami. Siyempre, kailangan namin kumita. Oo. Sino ba ang hindi? We all need to earn. May tanong ako, konting backtrack lang po. Nung wala pa po yung quarantine at etong mga distance learning or mga modular approach, hindi ba parents are also supposed to help their children at home? Homework, assignments, and hindi lang yun. Maliban doon, bakit kinakausap lang ba natin sila sa tuwing gagawa na sila ng homework at assignment? Hindi ba dapat itong having meaningful conversations ay dapat nangyayari sa bawat household? Para pagka kayo'y nagdi-discuss na about assignments and homework, madali na lang. Relevant. They can relate. Kasi palagi kayong nag-uusap sa bahay. Kaya minsan kahit yung, working on their assignments or homeworks, mahirap. Kasi talagang wala palang pag-uusap. No, really, no. I'm not, Teacher Claude is not trying to be mayabang. But I also hear this from parents. Teacher Claude, mahirap, busy, wala talaga akong time. Hindi. Even before the pandemic, dapat itutuloy mo lang yung role mo ngayon eh. The only difference is that you will actually be seeing them 24/7 kasi hindi nga sila pupunta sa school physically. Okay? Okay. So, ano pa yung naririnig ko? Modular na ngayon. Sabi ng iba, walang time. Hindi po please. Dear parents, if you're listening right now, if you're tuned in to this webinar, please po, don't give that reason. Kasi hindi pwedeng maging hadlang ang trabaho sa oras para sa mga anak. So walang difference to. Kahit nung bago nagka-pandemic, ito rin po ang aking ini-encourage sa mga parents to really have time to connect with their kids. So dapat nandyan kayo ngayon, suporta. Hindi sa lahat ng oras matuturuan sila. Yung sa kaya lang ninyo at doon naman sa hindi kaya, we can ask help. Dapat pala sinulat ko rin dito. There is nothing wrong in asking for help. Like ako, no, I'm not a math person. So, pag gumagawa na yung mga kids ko ng math, they never ask help from me because they know mommy is not a math person. And I'm just grateful na magagaling sila sa math, no? They do it, or sometimes I write the teacher na please po paki-help naman kasi hindi po naintindihan yung problem, okay? So clear tayo dito ha. Sa partnership and being kind, understanding, and willing to learn now. Do you remember this person? You see his name on the screen? So, di ko kayo naririnig, pero how I wish I can hear you, no? Siguro sabi niyo, wow, si Lev! Sino si Lev Vygotsky? Sige nga, review tayo. Who is Lev Semyonovich Vygotsky? Lev is a constructivist. Isa siya sa mga constructivists na theorists. Okay? Ang theory nila, you construct on what is already there. You build on what is already there. So that's how also we nurture yung pagiging autonomous or independent ng mga learners. You have to know first ano yung alam nila. So siguro it would also help, no, the teachers doing the modules. It would also help na may muna parang entry level assessment para malaman muna kung ano ba yung alam ng mga bata. Ganon din yung mga parents. Alamin nyo ano ang alam ng mga kids ninyo. And if you have more than one, let's say you have 2 or 3 children, you work with them. Get to know them. Alam nyo ba na ang best assessor ay ang magulang? Yes. It's not the teachers, not the DevPeds. The best assessors of children are actually their parents. Tapos of course, technically, kailangan natin ng tulong ng mga guro at ng mga DevPeds, no, the developmental pediatricians. Kayo, kasi tayo, magulang, kasi tayo yung kasama ng mga kids eh. And then of course, while we're doing that, while we are observing, assessing our children, working with them, guiding them, let us do away with a negative comparison. Hindi kasi nawawala yung comparison. If we cannot help but compare our kids, we dwell on the positive things. Because for sure, may kanya-kanya yan na mga strengths. Okay? Now, Lev Vygotsky is a constructivist and he is famous for this. Okay, take a screenshot. You see it? ZPD, MKO, and scaffolding. Sa mga teachers, no, na nakikinig ngayon, you know this, or baka nga nakalimutan ninyo, so review tayo ng konti. ZPD, that the parents listen well, and I hope you have your pens and notebooks. ZPD, the zone of proximal development. This is important, ha? And I'm so thankful. Thank you. Is it back? It's okay. Cyril, can you press the... I cannot read it. The host has asked you to start your video. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm back. I don't know if okay. I'm sorry. Nagkaroon ng incoming call sa aking phone. Can you still... I am in. Am I in again, Miss Kia? Sorry. Okay. Na-distract si Teacher Claude doon, na. Ayan. Okay. So nandyan ulit ako. All right. Sorry, may pumasok kasi na call. Anyway, we declined it. ZPD is zone of proximal development. It's that area of learning where the student can actually do it, the student can grasp it. Okay? ZPD, it's the area of learning where the student can do it, or the student can comprehend, can grasp it with the help of an MKO. Teacher Claude, ano po yung MKO? More knowledgeable other. Kaya nga, sa totoo lang, nalulungkot din ako. Kasi, nasaan ngayon ang MKO? Hindi magkasama ang MKO and the student. More knowledgeable other. The teachers, a parent can be an MKO, more knowledgeable other. A student na higher level can be an MKO, more knowledgeable other din siya. Or a tutor, an elder sibling, pwede. A tita or a tito. This is important kasi sabi ni Lev Vygotsky, yung zone of proximal development is an area of learning where the student can actually grasp it with the help. Ito yung importante, with the help or the aid of an MKO, of a more knowledgeable other. Ibig sabihin, kaya niya. Kaya ang mga guro ay napaka-importante. Guro, magulang, tutor, sama-sama tayo dito, tayo ang MKO. So it means na meron ding area, sundan lang natin pag umatras tayo dito sa zone of proximal development, dito, this is the area na kayang-kaya ng bata. Kahit walang MKO. Master na niya yan. Okay? You follow? You get it, And then, dito naman sa area na to, ito yung area na nandito tayo sa labas ng zone of proximal development, na kahit anong tulak pa ni MKO, kahit anong turo ni MKO, alas 11 na ng gabi, hindi makuha ng learner. Why? Hindi pa siya umabot dun. This is the zone of proximal development. We work on this. Okay? Natutuwa ako na nagkaroon tayo ng isang Lev Vygotsky to explain this to us. You know why? Kasi kung hindi, kaya may mga scenario tayo sa tutorial, di ba? Me, I'm guilty of that, no? Na parang, kanina alam mo na yan. Nung inulit natin, hindi mo na naman alam. Kasi hindi na talaga kaya. Kasi yung inaaral nyo or yung gusto mong matutunan niya at that time is already beyond his ZPD. So, ganun din. Kanya-kanyang speed yung mga bata Okay? So, thank you, Lev Vygotsky. And the third one is also known for this scaffolding. Scaffold. You know, when we see a house or a structure being built, hindi naman siya overnight na nandyan, di ba? Inuuna muna yung mga scaffold. And then when it's already there, you take away the scaffolds. So that's how we also deal with a learner. Baby steps, baby steps. We use, kaya ngayon talagang magiging creative ang mga kaguruan sa paggawa nito. Especially those who will be coming up with modules. How will we come up with scaffolds? Kaya yon. Tap on your creativity. Kasi nung nasa classroom tayo noon, marami tayong ginagamit na scaffolds, right? We have our visual aids. We have our posters, meron pa tayong mga puppet, meron pa tayong we ask them to watch mga short video clips, film clips. So all these things might have to be altered or modified. We are dito sa ating ginagawang ano ngayon, yung modules, no? The modular system, the modular approach. So yeah, thank you, Lev Vygotsky. Thanks for that. And then remember that we are developing autonomy sa ating mga learners, sa ating students, sa ating mga anak. Hindi naman mangyayari yan kaagad. We also have to deal with their motivation, yung kanilang interest. So there are two. Okay? Alin dito yung mas binibigyan natin ng can you see it? Take a screenshot. Okay? I put there extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. Wait, why do we have to motivate them? Of course. Di ba, ang isang bagay, pag gusto talaga natin, hindi na kailangan ng motivation. Kasi yung the fact na gusto natin ng isang bagay, yun na yung motivation, di ba? Gagawin talaga natin. At ito lang, na-compare ko lang. Ano. So I've been a teacher for so many years. Sometimes sabi ko lang kanina, no, walang comparison dapat. Pero habang pinag-aaralan ko kasi yung mga estudyante ko, pinag-aaralan ko yung kolehiyo, yung those who are in college, and those who are graduate students. Yung nasa college, hindi naman lahat talagang interested. Why? Because siguro some of them napilitan lang sa kanilang course. And really, yung college naman, pumasok ba tayo doon na talagang excited tayo? Hindi naman, di ba? But when you enroll in a graduate program, that is your choice already. Because you want to specialize on something that you really like. You want to specialize on something that you feel is your passion or forte. So hindi ka pwedeng mag-reason na, kasi madami akong trabaho or maganito, kaya, that's you chose that. Kaya nga, ngayon, I'm also trying to, I talk to myself, by the way. I'm in graduate school and grabe, hirap talaga. I'm doing my PhD right now. I major in special education. Was it my choice? Yes. Really, really interested. Pero parang nasa gyera ka pala, no? It's really difficult. Because that's not the only thing that you're doing. You're also doing, mothering, and you have talks left and right. But then I have to rechannel my mind. Okay, Teacher Claude, you are now Student Claude, etc., etc. So talk about motivation. Kailangan dumating tayo dito sa intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation would be, alam nyo na yon. We give them prizes. We give them, their awards, honors, achievement. Is that wrong? Hindi naman. Maganda yun. Kaya nga motivation, di ba? They feel happy. They have achieved something. But eventually, we should change the motivation. Eventually, we should try to diminish extrinsic motivation. Why? Of course, the students are also maturing. Parang ganito lang yan, dear parents and teachers. Parang sa bahay, when you have little kids, when you have toddlers, una infants, tapos magiging toddlers, we are trying to teach them the concept of right and wrong. At pag may nagawa silang tama, ano nga ang ginagawa natin? We smile, we clap, yay, very good. Very good, baby. Okay. What are those? Those are motivations. Those are rewards. You remember? You remember the person? Pag pinag-uusapan ng reward system, sino? I cannot hear you, but I think you're saying Skinner. Okay, very good. Okay. Ngayon, dumami kasi ang forms of rewards, no? May clap, may yehey, umabot na dun sa mga treat, no? Blowout, laruan, gadget, pagkain, etc. Now, as they grow older, they now have a grasp of what's right and wrong. Maybe not in full, pero kahit papano meron. So dapat unti-unti rin yung interval, hindi na siya dumadalas. Why? Because we don't like to develop students or learners who will forever be dependent on extrinsic motivation para sila ay gagawa ng isang bagay or para mag-aral. What we want to develop is intrinsic motivation. What is that, Teacher Claude? Intrinsic. Nasa loob. Yung sa person mismo, sa learner. Yung sasabihin niya na, I really want to learn this. Parang kunyari, wow, na perfect ko. Ang sarap ng feeling. I learned something. I learned a lot. Now I want to apply what I have learned. It doesn't matter. Regardless kung may nakuha siyang points, award, or whatever, ang importante, may natutunan siya and the student feels good about himself or herself. Okay? Para ulit yan sa bahay when we're trying to discipline. Do you want the child to do something? Kunyari, malaki-laki na siya. Gusto ba natin na may gagawin siya? Because, actually, may mga bata na nga gumagawa nito eh. Parang, sige mama, gagawin ko yan, pero ano munang makukuha ko bago ko gawin yan? Why? Nasanay na sa extrinsic motivation. Okay? We want to develop in the child intrinsic motivation. She or he will do something because he knows it's good, because he knows that it's God glorifying, not because may makukuha siyang candy or chocolate or premyo mamaya. That's part of the learning process. That the student will feel good and ang sarap ng pakiramdam, may natutunan siya. And that feeling will motivate him more to yearn for learning more. Not because gagawin kong perfect to para may medalya ulit ako. We should not be after the medals. We should be after the learning. We can have many medals. But when learning is zero, so siguro ang tanong nyo, teacher, paano naman maging zero? Kaya nga may award siya, ibig sabihin na ang dami niyang perfect points. Yes! Ask him again now. More so, dapat makita mong ina-apply niya. That's the best assessment for learning. Okay? It did not end on paper, pero nakikita mong ginagawa niya yung natutunan. And then, I need your help. Please press OK. All right. Thank you. Sorry again sa interruption. May pumasok ulit na call sa phone ni Teacher Claude. All right. And then, you have to, okay, take a screenshot, please. All right. Teachers, parents, screenshot. You have to take note of the learner's interest, the speed, the dominant intelligence. All right? You took a picture of it already, okay? Bakit kailangan alamin ang interest? Para alam din natin what to expect. Bakit kailangan alamin ang dominant intelligence? You remember? You remember Howard Gardner's MI? Verbal linguistic, mathematical logical intelligence, musical rhythmic intelligence, naturalistic intelligence, visual spatial intelligence, intrapersonal, interpersonal, okay? And then let's not forget bodily kinesthetic intelligence. And yung pinakabago ngayon is the existential intelligence. I'm not saying that in coming up with a module or a teaching learning material, all 9 dapat nakalump na doon, ano? Hindi naman. They're overlapping actually. So pwedeng merong 2 or 3 there, pero hindi pwedeng nag-focus lang tayo sa iisang intelligence. And that's why, before Howard Gardner's theory, sino-sino lang ba ang nababrand as matalino? Hindi po ba? Yun lang madalas umakyat sa stage. Yun lang madalas may medal at may honor and award. What about the rest? That's why I'm so grateful. No, I'd like to say, wow, Dr. Gardner, thank you. Kasi kung tutuusin, wala pong, ayan, listen well, listen. No child is lacking. Walang, if you will excuse my term, no? No one is low IQ or hindi marunong. Ayoko, sabi ko excuse my term pero hindi ko pa rin masabi yung term. Kasi may mga ganyan eh. Even until now, I know it's still happening. Both teachers and parents. Ito yung masakit. Teachers and parents labeling children. Labeling their own children. Ay, ito kasi teacher, ano to eh. Ito sa mga anak ko, ito yung mahina. Ito yung parang wala dito. Excuse me. Don't say that. Magagalit sa'yo si Gardner. Really? Nagkataon lang na iba yung kanyang intelligence. So also make sure that in the teaching learning material, the multiple intelligences are present. Not all at the same time, pero kailangan lumabas siya. And then give the students choices, make sure na nandun pa rin yung critical thinking skills nakapaloob sa modules na inyong gagawin. This is really, really important. Not because we gave away modules, ang tendency niyan parang magiging robot sila, answering the worksheets or the modules that you sent. No. Please create more of the, if you can add more of the open-ended questions that will really grind their critical thinking skills. If you can minimize those questions answerable by yes or no, and if you can make a way, I know teachers are creative, and also the parents, of course, if you can make a way na hindi one way ang learning, there should still be meaningful conversation. Kaya ito ay part ng responsibility ng mga magulang. This is a journey that we are embarking. Okay? This is going to be a long journey. Paakyat pa lang tayo. Saan ba tayo sasakay? Aeroplano, barko? Pa-start pa lang tayo ng biyahe. Okay? We are all learning, including your resource person this afternoon. New normal. I never expected this to happen. Hindi natin natapos ang school year. I wasn't able to say a formal goodbye to my students for this semester. So don't forget, we have to connect. Okay? Connection is important. Regardless, whether we're doing homeschool, online classes, or modular activity. All right. So at this point, I think Miss Kia, if you are there, I am ready for their questions. Do you have thoughts? Do you have questions? I think Miss Kia will forward the questions to me. Ay, ito pala, ang haba na. Ang dami-dami. All right. I'm going to, okay. All right. From Stephanie Maestra, how can this be effective and efficient for our students with special needs? How can we be sure that our learners cope up by modular distance learning? Wait a minute, Teacher Stephanie, I'm not sure if yung dalawang questions magkarugtong, no? But for the first question, how can this be effective and efficient for our students with special needs? That's why, Teacher Stephanie, I emphasized a while ago, there has to be a close partnership with parents and teachers. Doon sa classroom dati, na meron tayong inclusion, ano yan alam ng teacher yan, and dapat hindi lang teacher na mag-isa. May kasama yan. Kasi if it's inclusive, you have to also consider the needs of your regular children, your regular students. But how are we going to do it now? Na modular. Ibig sabihin, sinong kasama? The student with special needs. Sinong kasama niya sa bahay? The parent. So this is important, Teacher Stephanie. Communication, clear communication, the willingness to learn from both parties, teacher and parent. Okay? Willingness to learn, paano natin to gagawin? Meron sila sigurong separate na one-on-one before the class will start, before the modular classes will start. Honestly, I may not have a specific answer to the question, Teacher Stephanie. Lahat tayo nagsisimula pa lang. So, this is, sabi ko nga ano ito yung ating ginagawa ay experimental. I'm not saying that parang guinea pigs, no? Kasi definitely may plano tayo. But then as we go along the way of this modular journey or distance ed, we take down notes ito pala yun dapat gagawin natin. Kaya dun sa sinabi ni Teacher Stephanie, meron kang isang question na how can we be sure that our learners cope up by modular distance learning? I think this is not connected to your question dun sa number 1. How can we be sure? There's an assessment, right? There's going to be an evaluation, a test. Kaya nga, hindi ko alam kung meron na, kasi isa sa mga topics yan. And iniwan ko yon, yung topic na yon, hindi ko pinili. Because meron talagang mga guro na yun ang forte nila. And I think maybe sila Teacher Kia has chosen a resource person already. May isang topic ang Vibal na ganon on assessment. Malalaman natin, ang assessment should not be limited. If you ask me, it should not be limited to paper and pen na sasagot lang sila, no? I mean, siguro paper and pen but different modalities. Create a story, write a poem, compose a song, create a collage. Marami para malaman natin na natuto talaga yung bata. And then from Reynante Labarda, what is the main key in developing learners' autonomy? Doon sa dinami-dami ng sinabi ni Teacher Claude, connect with the student, support. Sabi ko nga, Sir Reynante, nagsisimula pa lang tayo And pag sinabi nating developing learners' autonomy, how do you envision it? Diba? Auto, self. We will not reach there in one click. Lahat nung sinabi sa inyo ni Teacher Claude are ingredients in eventually molding that learner to be independent, to be self-propelling. Alright? So, lahat yun. Hindi siya pwedeng isa lang. Kaya nga, keywords yung binigay ko sa inyo, key terms. Alright, from Jason. Hi, Sir Jason. Hello, ma'am. I have 50 plus learners. How can I manage this modular distance learning? What is the chronological process to do? 3 po muna, madam. 3 questions. Okay, 3 questions. I see. Wait, teka lang na medyo tumaas na siya. Dito lang. From Sir Jason, you have 50 plus learners. How can you manage this modular distance learning? Sir Jason, to be honest with you, I don't know how your system sa DepEd ba ikaw, Sir Jason? I don't know how will this be done. Hindi ko alam paano ba ito i-deliver sa kanila. Kailan babalik sa inyo? Gaano kadalas ang back and forth ninyo na communication? I also want to know. Actually, sana gusto ko nga na yun muna ang malaman before this talk came up. No, wala, honestly, Sir Jason, wala din akong idea. How fast babalik sa inyo ang materials ng mga bata? Let's say, nasagutan nila, nandyan yung kanilang mga projects or whatever, at gaano din kabilis ang feedback sa kanila pabalik? Okay? 50 plus, I really do not know. How are you going to do it? How will DepEd do it? Do you have a staggered sked? Do you have like parang 25 muna, then 25? Naalala niyo yung sinabi ko kanina? Lahat tayo bago sa sistema na ito. Malalaman natin yan pag nag-start na. I also am curious. I want to know how DepEd will do it. No, really. Gusto ko din malaman. Um, yeah, and also with regards to the chronological process. Basta ako, Sir Jason, ang importante, kailangan talaga muna may entry-level assessment. If, remember, we talked about being constructivists kanina, malaman talaga muna natin ano yung alam ng bata, ano yung kaya niya, because we might be giving lessons na hindi niya, wala sa kanya. Di ba kung hagdan, alamin mo muna, nasa ang level siya. Yun ang dudugtungan mo. Baka mamaya nandito siya, tapos yung module na ibibigay natin, eto na. Mahuhulog siya nun. May mga baitang na hindi natin masusupply. So I think that, I'm sure DepEd is considering that also. Entry-level assessment. And then Ms. Kia, can I go on with the questions from J.R. Dones? Is this a Sir J.R.? Okay. If rewards would be considered to ensure success of modular distancing, what is your stand with regards to imposing punishment? Sir J.R., ako kanina pinaliwanag ko na, no? Siguro hindi ako gumamit ng mga terms about punishment and rewards. It was more of a motivation. Hindi rin ako, Sir JR, hindi rin ako person na madalas or talagang hindi ako gumagamit ng term na punishment. More of, baka you might ask, so Teacher Claude, hindi ka nagdidisiplina ng estudyante? I do. It's a different way. It's more of logical consequence. We use logic and the consequence has to be related kung ano yung nangyari. Hindi yung, halimbawa, maingay siya. I'm sorry, I have to be blunt and frank about this. Halimbawa, nagkaklase, maingay. Inalam ba muna natin bakit maingay? Klaro ba sa kanila na yung rules, ito ba ay na-discuss several times? That when someone is talking, we listen so we understand what he is saying? Or basta na lang tayo nagalit kasi nag-ingay siya? Ano ba yung scenario? Masaya ba? O baka naman kanina pa siya nag-iingay, hinayaan lang. Nung sobrang ingay na, nagalit yung teacher. Pinarusahan. And is the punishment, remember I don't use that, but based from feedbacks sa estudyante at sa mga magulang na rin at kahit sa mga teachers. So nag-ingay. I'm sorry, I have to be frank, okay? Pinatayo sa unahan. Pinababa yung short pants, yung uniform. Is it logical? Connected ba yun sa pag-iingay niya? And that student will forever remember yung kanyang kahihiyan. No? He got embarrassed. And what is the target there? It's the socio-emotional domain. And alam natin, sir, pag yun ang target, mahirap na mag-take place ang learning. So, I hope you remember what I talked about earlier dun sa intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Paano natin malaman? Bakit muna natin siya ipapunish? ito nga ngayon sabi ko those who are doing online classes, no? Parang ginawa ko lang na joke nung una kasi pwede kong i-mute silang lahat. I will not hear their noise, okay? And then I will give instructions. But really, sobrang importante ang partnership dito. Kasi at the other end, if I'm handling young kids, dun sa bahay, kailangan yung magulang, nandun din siya para i-guide na baka naman mamaya minute ni teacher pero yung wala na pala dun yung anak. Wala na dun yung estudyante, ano? Nasaan na siya? Andun na siya sa ref, kumukuha na ng pagkain. Iniwan na yung screen. Alright, so, radioactive, tiririt, what is the best way to deal with parents with short temper? Is this I don't know if this is part of the modular approach. Okay. Teacher, na gets ko. Yung halimbawa na hindi makuha ng kanyang anak. Alam niyo, sa temper ng magulang, it's beyond our control. To whoever, no, yung teacher dito sa radioactive diririt, that's the reason why I always give seminars. Hindi na nga pwedeng seminars ngayon, webinars na wala tayong magagawa sa kanilang temper, but we can teach them. You know why? Nobody became parents na mga experts na kaagad. Paano ba tayo nagpe-parent? Usually, how we were trained, how we were disciplined. You know, the child rearing practices na nakuha natin nung lumalaki tayo, we are unaware. Inuulit lang natin sa mga anak natin. Okay? So, yun. And then, Regina Villanueva, how should a parent know her child's level of learning? Teacher ba ito o mommy? Anyway, Mommy Regina, sa mga bata kasi meron tayong tinatawag na developmental milestones. Okay? You can put on the search bar developmental milestones of, and then you put the age of your child. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it will show you a list of, it's a checklist of things that you expect your child to be doing, at least dun sa age range na yon. Cognitive, language, social, emotional, physical domain, self-help skills, ayon. So, and then doon natin malalaman. We will use that as a guide, but not very firm and strict, only as a guide. Para malalaman natin, is my child at par with the level of her age mates in terms of learning or yung skills na pinapakita niya? From Anna Faye. Hi, ma'am. What should we do if one of our students really can't fully grasp the topic being discussed? Is it okay to continue the lesson which majority has understood? Kung pwede bang ituloy ang class? I think pwedeng ituloy ang class. No, ma'am. Tanong ko lang, no? Kasi sa modular ba, are you going to go blended? Kasi ang pagkaunawa ko, module. Module, and it's the student and the module with the guidance of the parents. Unless you go blended, but the reason why many schools are going modular, kasi nga, di ba, yung lack of gadgets daw. Siguro, Teacher Anna Faye, ang naiisip ko dito, if you think na behind yung bata, yung student mo, sa isang area or sa isang subject, maybe you could give, pwede mong kausapin yung supervisor mo, principal, you could give supplemental material sa area na yon. You can communicate with the parent. Sa anong paraan ho kaya natin siya pwedeng matulungan, pwedeng ma-augment sa bahay. It's always tulungan, it's always partnership. Naku, lalo na po ngayon, this is not only to answer the question of Teacher Anna Faye, pero para po sa lahat ng teachers and ng parents. This is not a time po to, para bang ang nauuna minsan sa isip natin, complain kaagad, reklamo, please po. Ang isipin natin lagi, for the best interest of the students, for the best interest of my child, I will work hand in hand with the school. Yung teachers naman, I will work hand in hand with the parents. Okay? And don't sit down. Press OK. All right. And thank you. Sorry, na-cut off tayo ulit. May pumasok ulit na tawag which I declined. Thank you, Cyril. So, okay. So Miss Kia said, that's all na po. If you need to ask me questions, I'm not promising, okay, punong-puno po lagi ang inbox ni Teacher Claude, but you can go to my page. You can go to my page, Teacher Casey, okay, Kaycee, Teacher Casey, and you can also like it, and then you can message me your questions. I can't promise that I will be able to answer it by today, but I will try my best. I'll try my best to answer it. So, Thank you so much and praise God for a productive afternoon. Thank you po. Maraming salamat, Vibal, for this opportunity.